Welcome in to South Warren High School. Sam Reeves here with you. Duelers and Rhythm about to do battle. Your Franklin Duelers 10-18. They have lost one straight. That was last night in an 11-6 defeat at the hands of Muhlenberg County in Greenville last night. The Rhythm coming off of a loss of their own 7-5 versus Hoptown yesterday. The Rhythm are 19-9, one game ahead of your Franklin Duelers. Going through the lineup, starting with the visiting full count Rhythm, managed by Josh Carmen. Leading off, the shortstop, Levi Perel. Batting second, at catcher, Ryan Miller. Batting third, the center fielder, Henry Mosley. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Tyler Franks. Batting fifth, the DH, Harrison Travis. Batting sixth, at second base, Kevin McCarthy. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Henry Jackson. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Hayden Miller, and batting ninth will be J.J. Williams in left field. Blake Ida on the mound for the Rhythm. Again, for full count, Perel, Miller, Mosley, Franks, Travis, McCarthy, Jackson, Miller, and Williams with Ida on the mound. For the Duelers, they'll start this way. Leading off at right field, Jonathan Evans. Batting second, the DH, Jackson Norris. Batting third, the center fielder, Sam Slaughter. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Nate Lai. Batting fifth will be the catcher, Richard Graves. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Matt Jenkinson. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Jackson Musrock. Batting eighth for the Duelers, the second baseman, Rashad Robinson. And rounding out the starting nine for head coach Kyle Schexnader will be the left fielder, Jared Granz, with Reed Howard on the mound. Again for the Duelers, Evans, Norris, Slaughter, Lai, Graves, Jenkinson, Musrock, Robinson, and Granz with Howard on the mound. Umpires tonight, behind home plate, will be Patrick Jeter, first base umpire Wayne Seeley, and third base umpire Michael Holman. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the start of this ball game on the Duelers Baseball Network. We are back in on the Duelers Baseball Network. Sam Reeves here with you. Another edition of Duelers Baseball. We're about ready to get things going. As the leadoff man, Levi Perel, will step into the box to lead off for the full count rhythm here this evening. Levi Perel from Catawba College in Lexington, North Carolina, 6 foot 170-pound junior. That's shortstop this evening, leadoff hitter. And the first pitch from Reed Howard is swung on and missed for strike one. Open the game with a strike. Levi Perel at 229 average on the year, 96 at-bats, so approaching the 100 plateau. 17 runs, 22 hits. 2 doubles, 2 triples, and 1 homer. Next pitch from Reed is on the bottom of the zone, called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. We don't have strikes on the scoreboard today once again to start this ball game like last time we were here, so just a fair warning, I may get thrown off a couple of times this evening. Next pitch is a breaking ball low and away, laid off for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch from Howard. Fouled off on a pitch away off the end of the bat. Fouled off first base side. Now the count holds at 1-2. The Duelers coming off of an 11-6 loss last night at the hands of Muhlenberg County in Greenville. And are back at it again tonight before an off day tomorrow. The next pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3 on a fastball up and away. That's strikeout number 1 for Reed Howard. And he opens the ball game with a K. Ryan Miller, the catcher from the University of Tennessee, will hit now. Left-handed hitting catcher wearing number 32 for the full count rhythm. Dublin, Ohio native, and the pitch that's swung on and missed, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to Miller. Howard, the lefty from the University of North Georgia, kicks and delivers the 0-1 pitch. And that is inside and it hits Miller. The hit by pitch means it's runner on first base and 1 down for the 3-hole hitter, the very dangerous Henry Mosley. Every time we seem to play full count, Henry Mosley seems to do damage. It's kind of remarkable, as a matter of fact. Although looking at his season-long statistics, apparently it's not against us, just against us anyways. 89 at-bats, 22 runs, 30 hits, 5 doubles, 4 homers, 25 RBIs, 16 walks to 18 strikeouts, so an impressive ratio there as well. Pitch from Howard is popped up foul, lie over to give it a look, but it's out of play, strike 1. A .337 batting average for Henry Mosley with almost 90 ABs on the year. Very impressive there. A .459 OBP and a .528 slugging percentage for Mosley. He's got an 0-1 count though from Howard in the pitch. Swung on and missed on a fastball upstairs. No balls and 2 strikes. Mosley from Trevecca Nazarene University. So he's collegiate teammates with James Dixon and Jonathan Burns of the Duelers. And it's 0-2 your count. And the pitch outside, snagged on a pitch away by Grace, back behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Mosley from Donaldson, Tennessee, so right outside of Nashville. And the 1-2. Breaking ball hit in the air to deep left center. That ball is hit a long way, and that ball is gone. Right on cue, Henry Mosley does more damage. And there it is. It's 2-0. Full count on home run, number 5 on the year. What did I say? Every single time we face this guy, it's remarkable. Had a 1-2 count and Howard left to pitch up. Mosley didn't miss it. That's the problem, is full count has a lot of hitters where they're incredibly talented to where if you make your pitch every single time you're out there on the rubber, you'll be okay. But of course, you know, you're not going to hit your spot every single time. And full count is a team that definitely makes pitchers pay for mistakes out there on the mound. That was an example right there. A 2-run homer for Mosley. Home run number 5 of the year for him. And it's 2-0 full count here early. The next pitch in the dirt. As it looks like our GoPro's overheating. We will fix that in between innings, hopefully. But stick with this view for now. Apologize, guys. And the pitch from Howard, as Gage Kaufman is waving it and cooling it off. Appreciate that. Very good. (3-1) from Howard to Tyler Franks, the hitter. And the pitch from Reed. Swung on and a foul tip at the plate. Fills the count out of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Franks is another hitter that's been hot of late for full count. Has his average up above 300, now at 307. And 75 at-bats, 23 hits, 8 doubles, 4 homers, and 20 RBIs for Tyler Franks. The 3-2. Well, that ball's hitting the air to deep right field. Back goes Jonathan Evans, and that ball is way gone. Back-to-back homers for the full count rhythm in the form of Henry Mosley and Tyler Franks. You look up at the scoreboard, it's now 3-0 full count here in the top of the first inning. For Tyler Franks, that is home run number 5, so he ties Mosley for the team lead. And it's 3-0 Duelers. And yes, I will update the score as well. Sorry, I completely forgot. We've been on the road for so long and I haven't had a score to update. My bad. 3-0 full count. And immediate the mound early with pitching coach Jacob Snyder for Reed Howard and Rashard Grace.
I don't even got to go to the website, right?
So back-to-back homers for full count. Mosley and Franks go deep. Still 1 down. That's mound visit number 1 for the Duelers, of course, this evening. And we're back and ready to go. Now Harrison Travis, the DH, will come up to the plate. Howard's first pitch. Outside ball 1. The next pitch from Howard. In the dirt, good leave by Travis. It's 2-0. Harrison Travis from Carson Newman University in Saudi Daisy, Tennessee. 6'4", 225-pound junior. Right-handed hitter, first baseman. And the 2-0 pitch from Howard. That's high, ball 3. Reed struggling to find the strike zone a little bit of late, and when he has, he's left it up. And full count hasn't missed. The 3-0 from Howard. That's in there, strike 1. Rashard Grace back there behind the plate trying to coach his pitcher through this. And the 3-1 pitch. That's fouled back over the press box over our heads. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another full count for Reed Howard. The full count pitch. Off the outside corner, maybe a bit low as well, and a 1-out walk to Harrison Travis. Made the runner on first and still 1 down for Kevin McCarthy now. Once again, the GoPro has overheated. I'll fix that hopefully and turn it back on between innings and get that squared away for you guys. So right now we're at a 1-camera setup. As the first pitch to the left-handed hitting McCarthy is in there, strike 1. I was actually afraid we were just going to have to go GoPro only today. I was having issues with the image synchronization on the actual camera you're seeing now, with weird coloration and such, but somehow it fixed itself, and I'm not going to even ask how or why, and just thank I'm just thankful that it did, and we'll take it and run with it. As the next pitch is fouled off, first base side. 0-2 to Kevin McCarthy. Man on first, that's Travis with one down. It's 3-0 full count, 3 runs on 2 hits. Here on the top of inning number 1 before the Duelers could even get to the plate. And the 0-2. Poked on the ground in the hole between first and second. That's weak contact, but placed perfectly for McCarthy, and he's got a single. Those are the outs that pitchers cannot stand. He barely even hit the ball and just found a hole. Especially with how Reed is just begging to get a single out right here. Those are tough to swallow. We'll see how he bounces back, though, against Henry Jackson, the 7-hole hitter. Right fielder for the full count rhythm. Howard from the stretch looks back at second, and the pitch. Fouled off, strike 1. Henry Jackson, the junior from Carson Newman University in Waxhaw, North Carolina. 3-0 full count, runners first and second, 1 down. Here in the top of inning number 1. It's 3-0 rhythm. Howard's 0-1 pitch, a look back at second, glove held chest high in the pitch. Just off the inside, black ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike, now your count. On the season for Reed Howard, 5 appearances, 2 starts, a 4-0 record for Reed. So this is his first time really struggling out there on the mound this year. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. That is only strike number 2. That's what happens with the strike zone, or the strikes on the scoreboard are not working. Totally lost track of the count. It's 1-2 to Jackson. Back to Howard, 22 innings pitched, 13 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, an ERA of 1.64 coming into tonight. A 1-2 on the way from Reed. The kick and the pitch. Fouled off by Jackson. We'll do it again at 1-2. Duelers come into this one with a record of 18-10. They are 1 game behind the Rhythm, who are 19-9. Currently, Duelers in second place in the OVL South. And the 1-2 from Howard. And the dirt block nicely by Grace on a pitch low and in. Ball 2. 2-2 your count. On deck for the Rhythm is the 8-hole hitter, Hayden Miller. Still only 1 out here in the top of inning number 1. Howard ready with the 2-2 pitch. Looks back at second, and here it comes. That's a bloop into short center, and that'll fall as well. Around third comes Travis. He will score another bloop hit for the full count Rhythm. It's 4-0 on the RBI single from Henry Jackson. Reed just can't catch a break right about now. Weak contact, but it finds a hole. Now Hayden Miller, the 8th guy to bat in the inning, was still only 1 down. And the first pitch from Howard to Miller is in there on the bottom part of the zone. Strike 1. Hayden Miller, incoming freshman to the College of Charleston, born and raised in Sandy Hook, Connecticut. Howard, the lefty, looks back at second. Now twice. And the 0-1 pitch. That ball's hitting the air to deep left. Will it stay in the park? It'll stay in the park. But it's foul for strike number 2. That's a loud strike number 2, but we'll take it. Down the right field line. Our view is blocked in the corner as the party deck down the left field line kind of juts out and blocks the corner and foul territory from our view here in the press box. Other than that, a very good vantage point here of South Warren Ballpark from up here. 0-2 from Howard to Miller. Reed gets a sign from Grace on the pitch. That ball's hit in the air to deep left field. Is that ball going to leave as well? Yes, it is. Holy cow. 7-0, full count rhythm with one out here in the first. Wow. This is kind of shocking because I read you the stats for Reed Howard season so far, and they were phenomenal. Reed's been pitching lights out all year long with a 1.64 ERA coming into today, but he's given up 7 here in the first and has only gotten one out. Ninth man to the plate now is J.J. Williams for the Rhythm. And the pitch, that pitch is hit on a line to deep right center. And that ball's gone too. Holy cow. Wow. This is nuts. And hey, look, the strikes are back on the scoreboard. Gage or Hernandez over there, have you seen anything like this?
Insane.
Both of these two pitchers sitting next to me, helping me out up here in the press box, which I appreciate. It's the unluckiest start Jacob Hernandez has ever seen. This is dumbfounding to me. He's thrown 36 pitches, has Reed Howard, giving up 8 runs, and he will exit after only recording 1 out. Holy cow. Oh, man, you got to feel for Reed. That's tough. And all the runs are earned as well. And that is 1, 2, 3 homers in the inning. Or that's 4 homers in the inning because I haven't updated my scorecard. 2 back-to-backs. Mosley and Franks, and now Miller and Williams.
Yeah, crazy.
Holy cow. Well, let's start this thing over. Ethan Vandermeer will now pitch. I now have to call him a pitcher/second baseman after what he did last night. He could swing the bat a little bit too, I guess. Put the ball in play. I give him a hit. It was obviously an error last night at Muhlenberg, but you know, with the effort that Reed Howard had out there in the field yesterday and at the plate, I give him a hit. And he will come on in an unforeseen spot. It's 8-0 full count, only 1 out into this ballgame. Reed Howard, who once again had a 1.64 ERA coming into this game, in 22 innings, has given up 8 and just gotten a 1 out, and he will exit. Wow. Ethan Vandermeer on to take over. Try to eat up some innings. On the year for Vandy, 10 appearances all out of the bullpen, 15 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned. 8 walks, 16 strikeouts, and a 3 even ERA, for Ethan Vandermeer. Vandy throwing his warm-up pitches. We'll be right back. All right, top of the order. Levi Perel against Ethan Vandermeer now. Let's see if we can get 2 more outs and get our offense up to the plate. Give us a chance here. First pitch from Vandy. He's fouled off strike 1. You have to. You have to feel for Ethan or for Reed Howard. Man, he's pitched fantastic all year and just couldn't get an out really. He got 1. And what's funny, I don't know if funny is the right word. It's not funny. But what's intriguing and interesting, looking back at my scorecard, Reed Howard started the outing with a strikeout to the first guy he faced. He got Levi Perel on strikes swinging to open the ball game. And then the floodgates opened. It's 0-2 from Vandermint to Perel and the pitch. On the ground is short. Up with it is Musrock. Throw to first, out number 2. After the strikeout to open the game for Howard, the next batters did as follows. Hit by pitch, 2-run homer, solo homer, walk, single, RBI single, 3-run homer, solo homer, and then Jacob Snyder came to get him. So, man, that's a wild outing, one that I have never seen, to be honest with you, especially when you look at his statistics coming into the ball game. That's out number 2 on a ground ball to short for Perel, and now Ryan Miller, the hitter, swings and pokes that pitch foul third base side. Strike 1. Miller's mad because he has broken his bat. He'll have to get a new piece of lumber.
It's all right. They're sponsored.
And as Gage Coffin puts it, and he's exactly right, that's okay. The Full Count Rhythm are sponsored with their bats, so they don't have to really worry about it. Not a dig, it's just a fact.
I'm going to get $2. Sponsor.
Yeah, Full Count's got all the sponsors. All you have to really do is look out over the left field wall at the bus, and that's all you really need to know. Strike 2 to Ryan Miller on a pitch in the dirt. 0-2 from Ethan Vandermint to Ryan Miller, trying to end this long first inning. It's only taken 20 minutes, which isn't as long as I would have thought. Pitch. Honestly, less than 20 minutes. 7:05 to 7:15. About 20 minutes for 8 runs, and it's 1-2 your count. The strikes are back up on the scoreboard, which is a plus. And the 1-2 from Vandermint. On the ground is second. Tough hop. Robinson bobbles, gathers it in, throw to first in time. And the first inning is finally complete. It's 8-0 Full Count as we head to the bottom of the first. After this on the Duelers Baseball Network, we will be right back. Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network. Jonathan Evans to lead off. The Duelers looking to chip away at this lead. They still got 27 outs to play with, which is the plus. And Jonathan Evans will start it off here in the bottom of the first. The first pitch from Blake Ida on the way. Swung on and missed on a fastball, strike one.
Everybody's at a high school.
And the pitch from Ida. Low, ball one.
The rear guard in high school, but they also have quality.
Evans digs back in from Southern University. And the 1-1 pitch. That's on a line to second. McCarthy bobbles. Throw to first. Not in time. Jonathan Evans beats it out. That's a good start. Catch a break and run with it if you're the Duelers. Jackson Norris will look to continue and keep the line moving.
Coming to the plate, the DH, number 20 from the University of Montevallo, Jackson Norris.
University of Montevallo's Jackson Norris hitting. And the first pitch swung on and missed, or fouled off at the plate, excuse me. Strike one, 0-1 your count. In 8th spot, all charged to Reed Howard. I will read his final line here in a second. Not because I want to, but because that's what my job is. And the 0-1 is swung on and missed, strike two. That was nasty, and Norris swung like he was about to see a fastball. Instead, it looked like a slider inside. For strike two. Throw it back to first. Evans back in safely. Norris digs in from the left side. The DH and the 2-hole today for manager Kyle Schexner to the 0-2. That's on a line. Down the line and fair all the way to the wall. Evans around second. He will stop at third. The throw into second. In time to cut down Jackson Norris, trying to stretch a single into a double. So it'll go as a single for Norris, and that's kind of a critical out here early, looking to keep the line moving, but solid contact and a hit down the line for Jackson. So now one down and Jonathan Evans on third base for Sam Slaughter.
Like the center fielder, number 23 from Belmont University, Sam Slaughter.
Sam Slaughter will be going to Belmont next year. Started his collegiate career at Memphis. Never actually played there, and then went to Calhoun Community College where he hit .417. Pitches in the dirt. Evans thought about it. Kyle Schexner jumping up and down in frustration as though he should have went. Or should have gone, I guess, as the case may be. It's 1-0 to Sam Slaughter. Left-handed hitter back in center field tonight. He's been starting in left the last few games. And the 1-0 from Blake Ida on the way. That's up and away at ball two. 2-0 your count. Ida looks over at third. And the 2-0 pitch. Low and in, ball three. 3-0 to Sam Slaughter. Final line for Reed Howard, only a third of an inning. 36 pitches, 24 strikes. 6 hits, 8 runs, all 8 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and 4 home runs allowed. Who gave way to Vandermitten to get the last 2 outs of the inning, and here we are in the bottom of the first. Now pitch. That's in there, called strike one. Three and one to Sam Slaughter from Blake Ida. And the kick and the pitch. Swung on and missed on a fastball. Fills out the count at 3-2 to Sam. Ida peers into Miller, gets a sign, glove held at the waist. And the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed on a slider, it looked like inside. For strike three, Sam Slaughter down swinging after being ahead in the count 3-0.
The first baseman, number 31 from Southern University, Nate Lai.
So after the 2 hits to start the bottom of the inning, Norris was throwing out a second on his. All of a sudden you look up and Jonathan Evans stands on third with 2 down now for Nate Lai. University of Southern or Southern University, excuse me, catcher. And the pitch. That ball is crushed to left. Gage Kaufman says it's gone, and he is right. That ball is crushed into the parking lot, bounces up, and may even hit Full Count's bus. That ball is crushed and gone. It looked like it hit it on the bounce, yes. Hit Full Count's bus. I don't know if it got that far, but it looked like I might have. That ball was absolutely hammered. 8-2 now. The Duelers do get a couple of runs back on the first homer of the year for Nate Lai.
Coming to the plate, the catcher, number 41.
That's all you ask if you're Kyle Schexnayder of the Duelers here, is to chip away. You obviously are frustrated with the 8 spot in the first, but it happens. It's baseball. You still got outs to play with. It's only the bottom of the first. Just chip away and see what you could do, and getting 2 back at least in the bottom of the inning is a good start. Rashard Grace hitting now. Pitch to him. That's low. Ball 1. First homer on the year for Nate Lai. And the next pitch to Grace. That pitch is popped up. Foul territory. However goes the right fielder Jackson, but no play. It is 1 ball and 1 strike now to Rashard Grace. Rashard's been very hot at the plate all season long for the Duelers, as he awaits a 1-1 from Blake Ida, who will now step off. For Grace, a .389 hitter, 36 at-bats, 14 hits, and the pitch. Chopper foul, it's 1-2. 36 ABs, 14 hits, 1 double, 5 RBIs, 10 walks to 12 strikeouts, a .522 OBP as well, which is very impressive. And the 1-2 pitch is a slider low and away, ball 2. 2-2 your count. It's 8-2 now after the homer by Lai. And the 2-2 pitch. Inside corner or thereabout. Patrick Jeter rings up Rashard Grace for strike 3. First inning is complete. The Duelers chip away with 2 runs and get 2 runs closer. It's 8-2 as we head to the second. Full count on top. We'll be right back on the Duelers Baseball Network. First pitch of the inning from Vandermint to Mosley is on the outer half. Strike 1. Almost a wild throw from Grace back, and Vandy leaps off the mound to make the catch. Duelers chipped away with 2, got back within 6, now at 8-2 as we go to the second. Henry Mosley was the start of the major issues for Reed Howard in the first inning. Had a 2-run homer in the third batter of the game, or as the third batter of the game. But it's 0-2 now to him from Vanderbilt, and the pitch. Chopper on the ground, third base side foul. We'll do it again at 0-2. Ethan Vanderbilt on in relief of the starter Reed Howard. Trying to calm it down and get some outs in short order here for the Duelers. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, just got a piece. Somehow, some way on a pitch inside. 0-2, the count holds. I'll pair the press box atop South Warren High School alongside Gage Kaufman, Jacob Hernandez, and Jay Sutherland. Appreciate all their help tonight. The 0-2 from Vanderbilt. Ugh, where did that miss? Outside, I guess. Ball 1. Richard Grace thought it was strike 3. I think the entire Duelers infield did as well. But Patrick Jeter behind the plate tonight said not so fast. The 1-2 from Vanderbilt. That's in the air. Sky high. Back behind second. Musrock is there, and he brings it down. Henry Mosley is retired, which is a sigh of relief for out number 1.
Coming to the plate, the first.
Tyler Franks, another very hot hitter for the Rhythm, who continued his hot hitting with their home run to follow Mosley's. In the first, Franks was obviously a solo shot after Mosley hit the 2-run homer. First pitch from Vanderbilt. On the inside corner, good spot, strike 1. Tyler Franks from Kennesaw State in Dublin, Georgia. Throws left, bats left, stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. And the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Good pitch, strike 2. Franks can also pitch a little bit, but he's so hot with the stick of late that he has not been doing much of that. He's been in the lineup every single day for Josh Carmen in the Rhythm. The 0-2 pitch. That's up and away on a fastball. Ball 1, 1-2 your count. It's 8-2 full count on top. Here in a battle for first place, the Duelers come into tonight 1 game back of the Rhythm and the OVL South. The 1-2 pitch. Low and in, ball 2. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. We'll see how many innings Ethan Vanderbilt can eat up here for the Duelers. Would guess ideally 3. We'll see. Of course, it depends on pitch count as well. The 2-2 on the way. In there, strike 3 call. That's a K. Franks goes down looking for out number 2.
Coming to the plate from DH. Number 12, Harrison Travis.
And now Harrison Travis will hit. He walked his first time up.
Yeah.
Right-handed hitting first baseman. The pitch from Vanderbilt. Just off the corner away, ball 1. You don't see very many right-handed first basemen, but Travis is one. He throws right and bats right-handed. And the 1-0 is lowered away, ball 2. I think I just overheard Jay Sutherland say he is one of those right-handed first basemen, but I think that's a fair enough statement. You don't see a ton of them. You definitely probably see more left-handed first base. Right. Yeah, right-handed hitting first baseman, sure, but usually they will throw left-handed. In this case for Travis, and I guess for our PA guy and scorekeeper Jay Sutherland, they are one of the rare right-handed bat, right-handed throw first basemen. And the next pitch is outside, ball 3. 3-0 from Vanderbilt to Harrison Travis. Vanderbilt gets a sign from Grace. And the pitch. Lowered away, ball 4. And that's a 2-out walk to Harrison Travis.
Coming to the plate, second baseman, number 9.
His second walk of the day for Travis. And now Kevin McCarthy, who had a single his first time up. Back only an inning to go against Reed Howard in the first. Pitch. On the ground, foul. Stayed on the line for a while, but kicked foul. As it went toward the dirt on the infield, Matt Jenkinson went over to grab it, but in foul territory, strike one to Kevin McCarthy. No, not the pitcher that's in the big leagues. I think he might be in AAA at this point. I don't know. But he pitched in the Royals organization for a while, Kevin McCarthy. This is, of course, a different Kevin McCarthy. This one attends UT Southern, born and raised in Knoxville, Tennessee. The 0-1 pitch, that's outside, ball number 1. 1-1 to McCarthy with 2 outs. And Harrison Travis on first base for the Rhythm. It's 8-2 full count in front of your Franklin Duelers. And the 1-1 pitch, that's in there. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on a fastball outer half. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Ethan Vanderment to Kevin McCarthy. He's a left-handed hitter, starting at second base tonight. And the 1-2 pitch. Chopper just got a piece fouled off on the plate. And the count holds at 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes as McCarthy digs back in. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. That's a strikeout for Ethan Vanderment. And the side is retired. A good job by Vandy to shut it down here in the second. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 8-2 full count on the Duelers Baseball Network. We'll be right back.
University, number 14, Matt Jenkins.
Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network. Matt Jenkinson to lead off here in the second. Duelers trail by 6, 8-2 in inning number 2. And the pitch to Matt from Ida on the way. That ball's hitting the air, deep left. Will it go? No. Dives. That ball was on a line, but it just died as it got toward the warning track, and it was caught by Williams for out number 1. Jackson Musrock to hit next.
University of Memphis, number 21, Jackson Musrock.
University of Memphis product will be transferring. I overheard Sam Slaughter say maybe Shepard. I don't know, because I'm not going to go out there and say that's a fact because I haven't heard it from Musrock himself. It's 0-1 to Jackson. And the next pitch, just off the corner, 1-1. Jackson Musrock a 287 average this summer, 94 ABs, 15 runs, 27 hits. That's a ground ball up the middle and into center field. That's hit number 28 on the year for Jackson Musrock, a single up the middle. And he's on first with one down for Rashad Robinson.
Number 7 for the University of Memphis, Rashad Robinson.
Robinson, the University of Memphis as well. And the pitch to Rashad is on the outside corner, called strike one. Robinson, born and raised in Mobile, Alabama. Utility man, plays the infield and the outfield. 244 hitter on the season for Rashad, with a 0-1 count and the pitch. That's a big swing and a miss, strike two. On deck for the Duelers, is Jared Grenz. He's in the 9 hole tonight for Kyle Schexnayder. Ida looks back at first. Musrock takes his lead. And the 0-2 pitch. That's a good take on a pitch outside. Ball number 1. Robinson at second tonight. He started there last night and then moved to third midway through the game. Ida will step off and now climb back up on the rubber. Rashad Robinson back into the box. The right-handed hitter awaits. A 1-2 from Ida. And the kick and the pitch. That's on a line, and that'll fall into left field. A single for Robinson makes it first and second. The Duelers aren't going quietly on the offensive end, trying to battle their way back into it.
No left fielder from Colorado Mesa.
And Jared Grenz next up to the dish. First and second, one down. And the CMU outfielder, Colorado Mesa's Jared Grenz, will come up to the plate now. Right-handed hitter. Ida from the stretch looks back at second. Now twice. And the first pitch to Grenz. Outside and past Miller. Musrock takes off and heads to third. Robinson does the same to second. And the Duelers have 2 runners in scoring position right now with only 1 out.
Yeah.
It's a big wild pitch for Ida. Ryan Miller's usually pretty solid back there behind the plate. He's got a big frame and is pretty athletic back there, but that one did get past him to allow both runners to move up. Musrock now to third and Robinson to second. Jared Grenz with a 1-0 count. And the pitch. We'll take it. That's ball 2. 2-0 your count. Grenz hitting .219 on the season and limited time due to the fact that he arrived a little bit later than a lot of the guys. And he's platooning out there. The 2-0 pitch. That's low, ball 3. Grenz, born and raised in Cody, Wyoming, the hometown of owner and general manager Phil Kundle. And you could hear it, too, when you talk to Jared. He definitely sounds like he's from Wyoming. Very fun to talk to, though. It's the 3-0 pitch. That's in there on the upper quadrant. Strike one. 3-1 your count to Jared Grenz. On deck for the Duelers is leadoff man Jonathan Evans. Ida with a 3-1 count and the pitch. That ball's hit deep in the air to left center. Not enough, though. Caught out there by Mosley in the left center gap, who threw a strike to third for out number 2. He's got a cannon out there in center. Good contact for Jared, just not quite enough. Hit it to one of the deeper parts of the park.
Coming to the plate, the right fielder, number 26, Jonathan Evans.
And now Jonathan Evans, the leadoff man, will come up. Evans reached on an error by the second baseman his first time up. Runners at the second and third, with 2 down. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike one to Big John. No balls and one strike your count. Ida ready and the 0-1 pitch. That's a wicked breaking ball. And there for strike two. Caught the outside black. Nothing Evans could do with that, even if he wanted to. It's 0-2 to Big John. Runner second and third, 2 down. The 0-2 from Ida. Swung on and missed on a pitch in the dirt for strike number 3. The Duelers threaten but do not score. 2 hits. 2 runners left on, but no runs for the Duelers here in the second. The scoreboard says we scored 1. I don't think we did. We did? Okay, yes, Musrock tagged and scored. I am losing my mind. It's 8-3. Holy cow. I need to take a breath, and I will do so. We'll be right back on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network, and yes, it is 8-3. I don't know how I missed it. It was a sac fly by Jared Grenz on the fly out to center fielder Henry Mosley in the left center gap. Musrock, who was on third, tagged up and scored, and I guess I just didn't see it, and I have no idea how. My apologies. Robinson did not tag and stayed at second at the time. And then, of course, John Evans struck out. So it's 8-3 now. The Duelers get one run closer. We're ready to go here in the third. Vanderbilt back to work. First man he will face is Henry Jackson. 1 for 1 with an RBI single, his first time up. And the 0-1 pitch from Vanderbilt. Up the middle. Nice snag by Vandy on the mound. He'll jog halfway to first and flip the lie. PFP to perfection, as I like to say, by Ethan Vanderbilt right there. 1 up and 1 down here in the third. Hayden Miller, the third baseman, to hit now. He had a 3-run homer his first time up off Reed Howard in the first. It was home run number 3 of 4 in that first inning. For the Rhythm, it's now 8-3 full count, and the pitch is swung on and missed. That was an ugly looking swing. Looked like he had a sword up there or something. 0-1, and Vanderbilt's next one on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 2. It's kind of hard to believe watching these last 2 swings by Hayden Miller that he had a home run his last time up, but he did. So there you go. And the 0-2 from Vanderbilt. In the air, into center. Coming in on it is Slaughter, and he makes the catch for out number 2. J.J. Williams will hit now.
Coming to the plate, no left field. Number 11, J.J. Williams.
He also had a homer his last time up. Vandermeer gets the sign and the first pitch to Williams. A little bit low, ball 1. From the windup, the next pitch from Vandermeer. Outside and low, ball 2. 2-0 from Ethan Vandermeer to J.J. Williams. Vandy with a 2-0 count. And the next pitch. That ball is crushed to left. And that will fall in front of the left fielder Grams. Look, sounded like he broke his bat on that one. And next time up, Williams will have to get a new piece of lumber, but the bat dies a hero. Solid single for J.J. Williams. He's on first with 2 down from the top of the order, Levi Perel. On the day for Levi, 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground out to short, both of those in the first inning. First pitch from Vandy is in there, strike 1. From the stretch, the next one is in the air. Out to right. Evans is there. Canicorn puts it away for out number 3. Another good inning for Ethan Vandermeer out in relief. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 8-3 Rhythm on the Duelers Baseball Network. We will be right back. Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network, it'll be Jackson Norris to lead off the 3rd. Norris into the box. Singled his first time up, got thrown out, trying to stretch it into a double though. Still goes in the books as a hit. First pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1 from Blake Ida on a changeup. Norris wheels the bat around, now on his shoulder, the next pitch. That's low, good take, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike your count to Jackson Norris. He will be followed by the 3 and 4 hitters, Slaughter and Lai respectively. Or respectively, I guess as the case may be. And the pitch is away, ball 2. 2 and 1 your count. The 1-1 on the inside corner. Called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Next one is low and in. Gets past Miller. Not that it matters with nobody on base, but it is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jackson Norris. Jackson will dig back in. Waggles the bat on the shoulder and the pitch. That one's pulled foul into and out of the full count first base dugout. That ball was hit quite hard on a line toward first, but well foul. And it's a full count, apparently, at 3-2 to Norris. Just missed a ball in there somewhere. The pitch fouled right back to the screen. Just missed the barrel on that one. 3-2 to Norris with Sam Slaughter on deck. Norris awaits a full count pitch from Ida on the way. Fouled off again. First base side on a pitch inside. That probably would have been ball 4, but Norris wants to protect just to make sure. And the count remains at 3-2. 8-3 full count rhythm on top. Scored 8 in the first off Reed Howard. But the Duelers have been chipping away. The 3-2 pitch. And that's fouled off. Just got a piece into and out of the glove, maybe even of Ryan Miller back there. So Norris stays alive at 3-2. And the full count pitch. Chopper foul third base side this time. The more pitches Jackson sees, the better off he will likely be. And he continues the battle up there. With a 3-2 count from Blake Ida. Norris taps the plate twice, now hangs his bat on his shoulder, and the 3-2. On a line foul, first base side, and we'll do it again. I really need to start keeping track of how many pitches are in and out bat, because this is kind of remarkable. It might actually say on Game Changer. I'll pull it up and look. And the pitch to Norris, swung on and missed. That would have been ball 4 away, I believe. But it's strike 3 instead. Norris down swinging for out number 1.
Number 23, Sam Slaughter.
And now Sam Slaughter will come to the plate. If my counting is correct, I believe that was a 13 pitch at bat to Jackson Norris. First pitch to Slaughter is outside, ball 1. I'll check it again. Twelve pitch at bat to Norris. Very impressive. Next pitch to Slaughter is popped up foul to play third base side. 1-1. Your count. One ball, one strike from Blake Ida to Sam Slaughter. Nobody on, one out here in the bottom of the third, and the pitch. That's a slider low and in. Good take, ball 2. 2-1, your count. Ida gets his sign from Miller, and the next pitch. Hot ball's hit in the air to deep right. Back goes Jackson into the track, to the wall, leaps, and makes the catch. You have got to be kidding me. I don't think it would have gotten out, but man, oh man, that ball was crushed to right. All the way to a 345 sign. And Sam thought he had it.
Coming to the plate, the first base.
Dang.
31, Nate.
That's allowed out number 2. And now Nate Lai will hit. He did have a homer his last time up for Nate. And the pitch. Slider away, ball 1. Wouldn't imagine Nate Lai will see any fastballs in this at bat since he crushed a first pitch fastball last time. That pitch is low, ball 2. Nobody on, 2 out. 8-3 full count in the bottom of inning number 3. And the pitch. Check swing called strike 1. A nasty slider. It appeared 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Nate Lai. Here in the bottom of inning number 3. And the pitch. That ball's popped up. Left center. Mosley and the left fielder Williams. It will be Williams to make the catch. He does so, and the side is retired. After 3 complete here from South Warren, it's 8-3 full count on the Duelers Baseball Network. We'll be right back. Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network. Sam Reeves here with you, ready to begin the 4th. Ethan Vandeman out for another inning of work in relief of the starter Reed Howard, who unfortunately could only get 1 out today. He really struggled, and he's been fantastic all season, so definitely not something anybody expected to see out of Reed tonight. The pitch from Vandeman is off the outside corner, ball 1. Vandy faces 2, 3, and 4 in the full count order in the 4th, starting with Ryan Miller. And the 1-0 pitch. In the air to left center. Back goes Grenz a couple of steps. He makes the catch with ease for out number 1. Henry Mosley now up. He's 1 for 2. Popped out the short. And a 2-run homer for the dangerous 3-hole hitter. Right-handed hitting outfielder, center fielder. Has a fantastic arm out there in center as well. Pitches inside, ball 1. Full count 8, Duelers 3 here in the 4th. And a 1-0 count from Ethan Vandeman to Henry Mosley, and the pitch. On the outside corner, looks like a slider. Good spot. Strike number 1. 1-1 with 1 down. Here to Mosley. And the next one. That's in there on the outside corner as well. 1-2. Vandy pounding the strike zone in good locations since he's came on. Ready with the 1-2. Foul back on a pitch inside. Count holds at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. Appreciate it. Another edition of Duelers Baseball here on YouTube. Back with video at home, which is good. I know radio or the audio only on the road is not ideal, but we're working with what we have. The 1-2 pitch. That's way away, ball 2. Unfortunately, due to the lack of speed of the hotspot that we have at our disposal, it appears as though, at least for the time being, until further notice, we'll be radio only on the road. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. But I'll be sure when we go to places like Hoptown and Full Count to tweet you out, or to tweet out and put on Facebook the link to their video stream. And I was talking to Charlie Cunningham yesterday. He said if you want to listen to my Mixler call with the audio of our radio call and sync it to their video, it's only about 3 seconds difference. So that's not a bad way to go about it either on the road. 2-2. That's a pop-up. And a short left. In comes Grenz and Slaughter. It will be Sam Slaughter to make the catch. For out number 2. Sam came a long way to get that one, but he is the center fielder, and they are the captains of the outfield. So Sam took charge and made the catch in short left center for out number 2. But Mixler is a pretty good service. It provides a pretty high quality audio stream, and it's easy to get to, easy to access. So if we do end up having to stick with just audio on the road, it's not a hard way to find us. The 0-1 pitch is at low and in, ball 1, 1-1 your count. But of course at home for the rest of the year, we'll be here with our two camera setup. Pitch. That's a good spot by Vandy on the outside corner, strike 2 to Tyler Franks. Tyler has the 2 extremes tonight. Struck out looking and hit a 2-run homer, or a solo homer on the day. Pitch. On the ground at first. Nate Lai on a hop. He'll take it himself. 3 and assisted to the bag. Another fantastic inning in relief for Ethan Vandermeer. Hit for Ethan Vandermeer, but if it is, very nice work out there on the mound for Vandy. We head to the bottom of the 4th after this. It's 8-3 Rhythm on the Duelers Baseball Network.
Hitting off the end, the catch. Number 41 was Shaw. Right.
Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network. Sam Reeves here with you. Bottom of the 4th, it's 8-3 full count. It will be Grace Jenkinson and Musrock due up for the Duelers against Blake Ida for the Rhythm on the mound. And the first pitch, that's in there, strike 1. Grace struck out looking his first time up. Hitting above 300 coming into today. Pitch is low, ball 1. Blake Ida from Kennesaw State University in Canton, Georgia. 6'3", 205-pound right-hander, excuse me. AITA Ida. but pronounced like it would be IDA after speaking to the Full Count radio guy, Tim Reese. Appreciate his help tonight as well. He always does a fantastic job and always takes great care of me when I go over to their place in Hendersonville as well. So very thankful for his help all year. It's 2-1 to count to Grace. As the home plate umpire, Patrick Jeter, motioned something toward the press box and wrote something into his lineup card. I have no idea what that was about. Bizarre. 2-1. Broken bat right into the glove of the first baseman, Tyler Franks, and Grace is retired, out number 1.
Come to the plate, the third base, number 14, Matt Jenkinson.
And now Matt Jenkinson will hit. Fly out to left for Matt in the second. 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch. Slider outside corner, strike 1. Ida gets a sign from the catcher, Miller. And the next pitch. That's popped up in the air. Tyler Franks calls everybody off and drops it. Holy cow. That would be the catcher's ball, probably, right, Gage? Yeah. That ball was in between the batter's box and the pitcher's mound on the left side toward third. And you could hear Tyler Franks, the first baseman, calling it from the start. So the pitcher, the catcher, the third baseman, and Franks all converged, but all got out of the way when Franks was calling everybody off and just dropped it. So that's an E3. Jenkinson is on first with 1 down. And the pitch to the next hitter, Jackson Mustrock, is on the inside corner, strike 1. Mustrock, right-handed hitter. And the 0-1 pitch on the ground to short. Booted by Perel, and everybody's safe. Back-to-back errors by Full Count. Franks and Perel, the last 2 hitters. And the Duelers have a little bit of life. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Rashad Robinson up with runners first and second, 1 down. Duelers trail by 5, 8-3 your score. So an E3 followed by an E6, and now Robinson will hit. And the pitch. That's low and away, ball 1. One ball and no strikes to count. And the pitch, that's on the outer half. Strike 1 called. 1-1 to Rashad Robinson. And the 1-1 pitch. That's in there as well on the outer half. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes your count to Rashad Robinson. Timeout called by Robinson and granted by Patrick Jeter. The 1-2 pitch from Ida on the way. Robinson slowly hit up the middle. Perel flips to second for 1. Throw to first. Not in time. Robinson beats it out. So runners at the corners now with 2 down for Jared Granz. That was honestly a little bit of a tougher play than the last one by Perel, but he made that one with ease.
Going to the plate, the left fielder, number 40, Jared Granz.
So 6'4" fielder's choice. And now Jared Granz will hit. Had a sac fly RBI his last time up. On a fly out the center. Colorado Mesa University for Jared. Pitch. Up the middle on a broken bat, but right into the glove of Blake Ida. He will grab that one, and that will end the 4th inning of play. We head to the 5th. It's 8-3 Rhythm on the Duelers Baseball Network. We'll be right back. Duelers Baseball is brought to you by Cundall Flooring and Installation. For all your flooring, tile, and backsplash needs, Cundall Flooring is the right choice. Contact Phil Cundall at 931-561-8607 for more information today. El Mazatlan Mexican Restaurant and Grill, located at 1403 Nashville Road in Franklin, El Mazatlan is a proud supporter of the Duelers. Also, Holly J's Bar and Grill in Franklin. You can find them at 1326 Nashville Road. Holly J's is available for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. We appreciate their continued support of Duelers Baseball. El Potrero Cantina and Grill, located at 270 Trotters Lane in Franklin, Elpo is a proud supporter of your Duelers. Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. If you need mortgage assistance in the Bowling Green area, contact Kelly Ann Sanders at 270-421-3157 today. Ethan Vandeman out for another inning of work. And he will face the DH Harrison Travis to lead off. So far for Vandy, 3 2/3. 50 pitches, 35 for strikes. 1 hit allowed, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. And the important tally, no runs for Ethan Vandeman. I just knocked on wood, don't worry. Harrison Travis will dig in, followed by McCarthy and Jackson here in the 5th. First pitch of the inning. On the inside corner, good spot, strike 1. So far on the day for Travis, no official at-bats, just 2 plate appearances with 2 walks so far. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, beauty in there, strike 2. Quickly ahead is Ethan Vandeman, no balls and 2 strikes against Harrison Travis. Vandy ready from the windup in the 0-2. Check swing. Appeal to first. No swing, says the first base umpire Wayne Seeley. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Vandy ready with the 1-2. Breaking ball hangs outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Your count is even. We are here on the top of the 5th. It's 8-3 full count after an 8 spot in the 1st. But Vandeman has put up zeros in 2, 3, and 4. And has a 2-2 count to Travis on the pitch. Just got a piece off the end of the bat, foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 to Harrison Travis from Ethan Vandeman. He looks in to get the sign. Vandy nods yes. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a pitch low and in the dirt. Well, that's a strikeout for Vandy of Harrison Travis for out number 1 here in the 5th. Kevin McCarthy now up Kevin 1 for 2 on the day, a single and a strikeout swinging. Left-handed hitting second baseman, and the first pitch to McCarthy. That's low, just by a hair. Ball 1-1, and know your count. Here from South Warren High School in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's good to be home. At least for a day. Off tomorrow for the Duelers, and then on the road at Hoptown Friday. 1-0 pitch. In the air, foul ball, third base side. Out of play. That went deeper than I thought it did. The left fielder Grenz was over to give it a look, but it was out of play anyways. 1-1, your count. So on the road at Hoptown on Friday. Home for Hoptown Saturday, and then Fulton comes to town Sunday. The 1-1 pitch. In the air, foul, third base side, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Kevin McCarthy from Ethan Vandermint. The kick and the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Now that is strikeout number 4 for Ethan Vandermint on the day. McCarthy is down on strikes for the second time, and that's out number 2. Henry Jackson now up. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a ground out pitcher to first. Can Vandy strike out the side? He's gotten the first 2 to K. We'll see what happens here. First pitch to Jackson. That's low and away, ball 1. First 2 to strike out swinging as well. And now Henry Jackson, the 7-hole hitter in the lineup for Josh Carmen and the Rhythm. Vandy ready in the 1-0 pitch. That's fouled off, and it is 1 ball and 1 strike. The Rhythm 8 runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors. The Duelers 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. One count from Vandermint to Jackson, and the next pitch. That's in there. Looks like maybe a slider from Vandy. It's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Vandy working quickly. As the sign in the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Fouled off. Just got a piece. First base side. Stay alive, and Jackson will come back to the box with a 1-2 count. One ball and 2 strikes from Vandermint to Henry Jackson, and the 1-2 on the way. Way outside. Pulled off of that one, it looked like. 2 balls and 2 strikes. From Vandy to Jackson. Ethan pitched at Bossier Parish Community College last year, looking to transfer for the upcoming year. And he's ready with a 2-2 to Jackson on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ethan Vandermint strikes out the side here in the 5th. We head to the bottom half. It's still 8-3 full count. The Duelers with work to do, but come back up with the bats after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network, Sam Reeves here with you, ready for the bottom of the fifth. It will be the top of the order for the Duelers, Evans, Norris, and Slaughter. Due up for Kyle Schexnayder and the Franklin Duelers. Starting with Jonathan Evans, 0 for 1, also reached on an error. First pitch bends in there, strike one from Blake Ida. Ethan Vandeman has put in some tremendous work out of the bullpen. Vandy's been very impressive the last 48 hours or so, 24 hours, 48 hours, however you want to put it. He's been good on the mound and in the field and with the bat yesterday out of emergency duty. Vandy drove in a run and made a nice play at second base for the pitcher yesterday in the loss to Muhlenberg. An all-around good athlete. The 0-1 pitch, that's inside. Evans turns out of the way of a fastball to avoid getting plunked. It's 1-1. Bottom of the fifth here at South Warren High School in Bowling Green, Kentucky. The 1-1 pitch fouled off. Strike two, 1-2 your count. Thank you all for tuning in this evening and for tuning in on a nightly basis as well. We appreciate it. These broadcasts would not be the same without all the listeners every single night. The 1-2. Chopper. Foul. And it's still 1-2. I know these players appreciate the viewership as well. I wish we could get some more people in the stands in person. But you know, we'll get there hopefully. And a 1-2 from Ida to Evans to start the bottom of inning number 5. Shakes off one sign, now nods yes, and the pitch. That ball's golfed to short right. In comes the right fielder, and Jackson makes the catch for out number 1.
Coming to the plate, the DH, number 20, Jackson Norris.
Now Jackson Norris will hit a single and a strikeout for Norris today. Left-handed hitting DH, can play a little bit of first, but is pretty much just primarily a DH here this summer for the Duelers. First pitch to Jackson. Big swing and a miss, strike one. On the day for Norris, 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. Up again for his third at-bat today. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Strike number 2. Duelers and the rhythm. And a battle for first. Full count holds a 1-game lead coming into action this evening. And Blake Ida nods yes to his catcher Miller. Ready to go with the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jackson Norris. On deck for the Duelers, Sam Slaughter. Once again, the Duelers coming off of a loss at Muhlenberg County last night. Have tomorrow off before heading to Hoptown on Friday. Pitch. Slider low and away. Good take. Ball 2. Norris bat on his shoulder, ready for the 2-2, and Ida kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss at a fastball upstairs. Norris is retired on strikes for the second time, and that's out number 2.
Coming to the plate, the center field, number 23, Sam Slaughter.
Sam Slaughter will now dig in. He is 0 for 2, a strikeout swinging and a fly out to right for Sam today. Left-handed hitting outfielder back in center tonight. After starting the last few days in left. Pitch. On the outside corner with a fastball 0-1. After the off day tomorrow, the Duelers at Hoptown Friday, as I mentioned. That's a 6:30 start time. I'll give you a link to the Hoppers video feed. I'll be on Mixler with an audio broadcast. You can sync those up. It's only about a 3-second difference. Line drive by Slaughter into left. And that's a solid single with 2 down for Sam. And then Sunday or Saturday for the Duelers. Back here, 7:05 first pitch Saturday night against Hoptown. We'll be back on this 2-camera stream setup on YouTube on Saturday since it is a home game. A 3-game homestand Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday with an off day Monday for the Duelers. Nate Lai now up. I wouldn't be shocked if Sam Slaughter is put in motion here. We will see. Pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. We see Fulton a lot down the stretch in this season, which will be interesting. The 0-1 is low and in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Miller. It's 1-1. Only about a week and a half left as we are at July 6th now. Final day of the regular season is in Fulton for the Duelers on July 19th. That's a Tuesday. So a week from Tuesday. Pitch. That's fouled off, strike 2. So I guess the better way to put it, final day of the regular season is 2 weeks from yesterday before the playoffs begin, excuse me. The Duelers can lock up a top 2 spot in their own division. They get a first round bye in the playoffs. Pitch. That's off the corner. Good take by Nate. 2-2. After the playing games, it's a best of 3 series from there on out. I'll give you more details on that as we get closer, of course. And the 2-2 to Lai. Swung on and missed on a fastball away, strike 3. And a 0 put up by Blake Ida here in the 5th. We head to the 6th inning of play. It is 8-3 full count on top on the Duelers Baseball Network. We will be right back. Stay with us. Duelers Baseball is brought to you by PeakAView Imaging. Whether it's 2D, 3D, or 4D ultrasounds, PeakAView is the place to go for your imaging needs. You can find them at 107 Roby Street in Franklin. We appreciate their support of the Duelers. Also, Sure Stay Hotel, Bowling Green North. Located at 700 Interstate Drive in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Sure Stay by Best Western is the official hotel of the Duelers. If you're coming into town, be sure to stay at Sure Stay. Also, when you're making your reservation at Sure Stay, be sure to let them know you're with the Duelers, and they will hook you up with a special room rate. Wildfire Barbecue, check them out at 105 State Street in Franklin. Available for dine-in or carry-out, Wildfire has been serving delicious barbecue in the region for over 20 years. They are the official barbecue restaurant of Duelers Baseball. Woody's Glove Repair. Located in Franklin, Woody's brings old baseball gloves back to life and gives new ones a custom look. They offer relacing, repair, and break-in services. Take your glove to the next level with Woody's Glove Repair today.
Still gotta watch him.
New pitcher for the Duelers is Isidro Jimenez. The third pitcher of the day. Izzy will take the mound after Ethan Vandermint is completed his outing. Final line for Vandy, 4 2/3, 66 pitches, 46 for strikes, so a very good ratio in that regard. 1 hit, no runs, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Tremendous work out of the bullpen for Ethan Vandermint. He gives way to Izzy now here in the 6th.
We shall see.
And we are about to start the 6th inning of play here from South Warren. Sam Reeves here with you up in the press box, alongside Gage Kaufman, Jacob Hernandez, and Jay Sutherland. Appreciate all their help tonight. And Izzy with his bright teal glove. That's my personal favorite glove on the team, because yes, I pay attention to those things. He will face Hayden Miller, J.J. Williams, and Levi Perrell. 8, 9, and 1 in the Rhythm lineup. First pitch is in there. Strike one from Izzy. The 0-1. On the ground into the hole at short. Musrock on a backhand. Long throw. The pick by Lai, but it's not in time. Miller beats it out. Good effort there by Musrock. A nice play in the hole, but just not in time to get the speedy Hayden Miller. So he's on first with nobody down for J.J. Williams now. On the day for J.J. 2 for 2. A single and a home run for J.J. Williams. His third AB of the day. Jimenez back up on the mound. Ready to go against Williams. 8-3, full count on top. Here in the top of inning number 6. First pitch from Jimenez. Fastball away, ball 1. On the season for Isidro, six appearances, 1 start. An 0-1 record with 1 save, 9 innings total for Izzy. And the 1-0 pitch, that's in there. Good spot, strike 1. 10 hits, 9 runs, only 4 earned though. A lot of those came in the Paducah game. Game 2 of that crazy doubleheader, in which the Duelers won via forfeit. 8 walks and 8 strikeouts and a 4 even ERA for Izzy. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging and a miss on a fastball upstairs. It's 1-2. Izzy can throw hard, very hard. In fact, if he can locate, he's almost unhittable. And he's got a pretty good curveball when it's on as well. Stillman College for Izzy, born and raised in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. 1-2, and the pitch. Fouled straight back to the screen by Williams. He stays alive at 1-2. Top of the order on deck for the full count Rhythm in the form of Levi Perrell to follow Williams. Williams back in the box. The right-handed hitting left fielder. Time is called, and Rashard Grace will go talk to his pitcher. Take one quick break and be back on the Duelers Baseball Network. We are back as Grace takes his spot back behind the plate. And Williams back into the box. Top of the 6th, 8-3 full count the score here on the Duelers Baseball Network. Sam Reeves with you. Thank you all for tuning in. And the 1-2 from Izzy in the dirt all the way back to the backstop. Grace will get the ricochet and give it back to his pitcher, but the runner has advanced to second. That is Hayden Miller. He's in scoring position with nobody down. With a 2-2 count from Jimenez, to Williams. As he gets the sign, scoreboard seems to be blinking just a little bit, maybe distracting the hitter. So Williams calls time, steps out. And we will do it again at 2-2. Two from Izzy to J.J. Williams. On the way. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Grace. And a full count at 3-2. Duelers in the rhythm in another battle. Two very talented teams in the OVL. Now, at least record-wise, these are two of the top three in the entire OVL, along with Henderson. We'll give you a look around the OVL as we continue over the course of these next few innings. But first, a full count from Izzy. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That's a big strikeout for Jimenez. K at number 1 for Isidro. And that's one down now for the top of the order in Levi Perel.
Number 2, Levi Perel.
On the day for Levi, 0 for 3 today. A strikeout, a ground out to short, and a fly out to right. Perel, a right-handed hitter, the shortstop for the full count rhythm, and head coach Josh Carmen. And the pitch from Jimenez. That's on the outside corner. Good spot on a fastball, strike 1. Looking around the OVL here this evening on this Wednesday night. A doubleheader between Louisville and Fulton. In Fulton going on this evening. The 1-0 or 0-1 from Jimenez on the way. Foul back, it's 0-2. Also, Madisonville traveling to Du Bois County. Muhlenberg traveling to Paducah. And then our game here between Full Count and the Franklin Duelers. A few teams off tonight as well. 3 teams off to be exact. Henderson, Hoptown. And there's one more I'm missing that is off today. Owensboro. Thank you to Jace. Pitch. That's in the air to right center. Over goes Evans to make the catch for out number 2. Tagging in, heading to third safely is Hayden Miller. He is 90 feet away with 2 down. So 3 teams off tonight. Owensboro, Henderson, and Hoptown. And then those games, as I mentioned. Ryan Miller, the catcher, will hit now. As Jimenez from the stretch gets a sign from Grace, and the first pitch to Miller. On the way. And the dirt blocked nicely by Grace, 1-0. Looking at the standings, starting in the OVL North, the Henderson Flash are 7-3 in their last 10. They've won 2 straight and have an overall record of 22-6. Yes, you heard me right. The Henderson Flash are 22-6 this season. One of those 6 losses at the hands of your Franklin Duelers. Du Bois County in second at 15-12, and yet they're still 6.5 back of the Flash. Madisonville in third at 15-13. Muhlenberg 11-16, followed by Owensboro at 9-19 and Louisville at 7-19 to round out the OVL North standings as we head into play tonight. 1-0 pitch from Isidro. A blooper, slowly hit. Jacobson, bare hands, throw to first. Not in time, and a weak RBI single for Ryan Miller. That's a brutal way to get an RBI if you're the Duelers, or to give up an RBI, but Miller will gladly take it. That pitch was a good one and a good spot by Izzy, but just chopped out there, took a weird bounce, and Jenkinson had to come in and barehand it and couldn't get quite enough on it. Good effort, though. So it's now 9-3, and Henry Mosley will hit. I'll fix your score on the screen here in a second. The first pitch from Izzy. Low, ball one. Here in the top of inning number 6, and here up here in the press box, the South Warren High School in Bowling Green, home of the Franklin Duelers this summer, before rebranding prior to next year. The pitch, that's in there, strike one. Henry Mosley on the day, 1 for 3, a 2-run homer, a pop out to short, and a fly out to center. 1-1 count to him here from Jimenez. Runner on first and 2 down, and the pitch. Swung on and missed on a fastball inner half. Strike 2, 1-2 your count. The Rhythm, 9 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. The Duelers, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. And the 1-2 pitch. That's popped up, foul territory, and out of play. Lie over to give it a look, but it's over the full count first base dugout. And the count holds at 1-2. 8 runs in the first inning, all charged to Reed Howard, who was fantastic all season up until tonight, unfortunately, and he struggled tonight. Only got through a third of the inning, give up 8 runs on 4 homers. And a 1-2 on the way. Runner takes off. Mosley fouls it off. First base side out of play. Runner will have to retreat back to first. The count holds at 1-2. The 4 homers in that first inning given up by Howard were hit by Henry Mosley, a 2-run shot. Solo shot by Tyler Franks. That was back-to-back 3 and 4 hitters. And then another back-to-back with a 3-run shot by Hayden Miller and a solo homer by J.J. Williams in the 8-9 spots in the order. Duelers chipped away, got 2 in the bottom of the first and 1 in the bottom of the third. The pitch to Mosley's fouled off third base side. We'll do it again at 1-2. To make it 8-3 and zeros in the third, fourth, and fifth for both sides. And now a single tally so far in the 6th for full count. Back up to a 6-run Rhythm lead. Jimenez ready with the 1-2. Gets his sign and the pitch. On the ground up the middle, Musrock goes a long way to first in time to get Mosley and retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. 1 man left on. The Rhythm extend the lead. It's now 9-3 full count as we head to the bottom of inning number 6 on the Duelers Baseball Network. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network. Sam Reeves here with you for the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-3 full count, and we have a new pitcher for the Rhythm. On in relief for Blake Ida, it's Tyler Sills. 5'11", 170-pound senior from Lipscomb University, right in the heart of Nashville. Born and raised in Franklin, Tennessee, for Tyler Sills. Final line for the Rhythm starter, Blake Ida. 5 innings, 85 pitches on 58 strikes. 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned. No walks and 6 strikeouts for Blake Ida, who will now give way to his reliever, Tyler Sills. First man he will face will be Rashard Grace. He'll be followed by Jenkinson and Musrock. Very tall right-hander at 5'11", and the pitch. That's fouled off. Strike 1. To Grace on the day for Rashard. 0 for 2, a line out to first, and a strikeout looking. The 0-1 from Sills. That's on the outside corner. Strike 2, 0-2. Tyler Sills, 5 appearances. 0-1 record, 7 2/3 innings. 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and a 3.52 ERA. So next pitch misses away. It's 1-2. The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch from Sills to Grace on the way. Check swing on a pitch inside. Appeal to first. Did he go? Wayne Seeley says no. And it's 2-2. Looking around the OVL South. The full count Rhythm at 19-9 with a 1-game lead over your Franklin Duelers coming into tonight. The Duelers at 18-10. 6-4 in the last 10 as Grace fouls the next pitch off. Count holds to 2-2. Fulton in third place. 13-14 on the year. They have lost 4 straight though, which helps the Duelers to try to lock in a top 2 seed in the division. You get a first round bye. Pitch on the inside corner, called strike 3 from Patrick Jeter, who rings up Grace, and that's out number 1 here in the 6th.
Coming to the plate, the third baseman, number 14, Matt Jenkinson.
Now Matt Jenkinson, who's 0 for 1, also reached on an error by the first baseman Franks. Finishing out the standings in 4th place in the OVL South, the Hoptown Hoppers at 13-15, and then Paducah at 9-18. First pitch to Jenkinson is high and away, ball 1. Duelers, like I said, we'll see a lot of Fulton in this last week and a half or so. Also a matchup with Madisonville on the road still pending. Pitches away, ball 2. And then some more division opponents, which include Fulton, of course. Two 2-0 to Matt Jenkinson, 1 out, nobody on in the pitch. That's in the air, foul ball first base side. Frank's over, and he will make the catch for out number 2. Jackson Musrock hits next.
Jackson Musrock.
1 for 1. Also reached on an error by his counterpart at short, Levi Perrell. First pitch is low, ball 1. Looking at the Duelers schedule the rest of the way in the regular season. A couple more dates with the Rhythm. After today, at least one, I believe. The 1-0. Swung on and missed strike 1. To be more precise, only one more game against the full count Rhythm. It's on the road at Drakes Creek Park on Sunday, July 17th. And the 1-1 to Musrock is in there, strike 2. Also have to face Hoptown a couple more times. 3 more times against Hoptown. 2 at home, 1 on the road. Pitch to Musrock, grounded to short in the hole. Tough play for Perrell. Across his body, throws. Franks holds the bag. Fantastic play out there in short by Levi Perrell to retire the side. We head to the 7th. It's still 9-3 full count on the Duelers Baseball Network. Duelers Baseball is brought to you by Heidi Barks Photography. You can find Heidi at Heidi Barks Photography on social media to check out some of her work. Contact her via email at HeidiBarksPhotos@gmail.com or call 270-999-7240 to schedule your next shoot. Fresh Squeezed Goods. They offer customized laser cut and engraved gifts for every occasion. Dads, grads, corporate promotions, parties, and events. Visit FreshSqueezeGoods.com to start a custom order today. Also, Franklin Bank and Trust with 5 branch locations in Franklin and the surrounding area. Sorry, I'm a little behind on my logos. Franklin Bank is a proud supporter of Duelers Baseball. They offer banking services for both personal and business accounts. Give them a call or stop into one of their branch locations today. A new pitcher for the Duelers. It will be Clayton Taylor. That's the 4th pitcher of the day for Kyle Schexnayder and the Duelers. Indiana State. Final line for Isidro Jimenez is as follows. 1 inning, 21 pitches, 16 strikes, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 1 strikeout, no walks for Izzy. Tyler Franks the first to greet Clayton Taylor. And the pitch is on the inside corner. Good spot. Strike 1 from Clayton. Clayton's back out there on the mound after spending a decent chunk of time up here in the press box with us these last few home games. It's good to see him back out there where he belongs. Not that he does a bad job up here, because we appreciate the help. He does well up here, but he's a pitcher. He needs to be down there doing his job on the field. So it's good to see him back healthy out there throwing. 0-2, quickly ahead of Tyler Franks for Clayton. Here in the 7th. Ready to go with the 0-2 from Clayton Taylor and the pitch. That's way outside, all the way back to the backstop, 1-2. Top of the 7th, 9-3 rhythm on top of the Duelers. Came into the day, did full count with a 1-game lead over the Franklin Duelers in the OVL South. Tyler Franks, 1 for 3, a home run, a strikeout, and grounded out 3 unassisted today. The 1-2 from Taylor. Blooper, third base side foul, out of play. We'll do it again at 1-2. Clayton Taylor from Indiana State University and Columbus, Indiana, I believe. I'm going to double check myself, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Trying to find it on the roster. Boom, yes, Columbus, Indiana. Who needs a roster when you have a brain like me? No, I'm kidding. The roster is my saving grace. It's 2-2 and the pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again at 2-2. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes from Clayton Taylor to Tyler Franks. Harrison Travis, the DH, will hit next. Here in the 7th, Clayton wants Grace to go through the signs once again. He will do so. Now glove at the belt for Clayton and the pitch. Way outside, back to the screen again. It's 3-2. That's 2 of those in this AB for Clayton Taylor. Kind of unlike him. Hopefully everything's all right. This pitch will be very telling. The 3-2 from Taylor to Franks. On the way. Up and away, ball 4, a leadoff walk to Tyler Franks. And now Harrison Travis will hit. The DH, 0 for 1 with 2 walks. The 0 for is on a strikeout for Travis. Franks takes his lead on first, and the pitch. That's high, ball 1. Top of the 7th from South Warren, 9-3 full count, 8 in the first for the Rhythm. And then 1 in the previous inning number 6. Pitch, that's inside, ball 2. Duelers with 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and zeros in the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Time is called. Jacob Snyder will come out to the mound, make an appearance from the dugout. The Duelers pitching coach is a grad assistant at Southern University, and so is Will Allen, the hitting coach. Jacob's in the process of getting his master's degree, wants to work in sales. And he was talking to him earlier, a couple of days ago, and he said he would like to keep sports in his repertoire somewhere, so he's trying to get a job at Marucci, baseball bat company, and do more than just baseball, but that's what they're really known for. That would be kind of cool. I think he's got something in the works with them, hopefully. He's done a tremendous job with his pitchers this season as Jacob makes his way off the mound to the third base dugout. And now Clayton Taylor back up to the mound with a 2-0 count to Harrison Travis. Pitch. Fouled straight back on a fastball. 2-1 your count. 2 balls, 1 strike as we've passed the 9 o'clock mark here in Kentucky. Here in the 7th inning. So this game is moved right along after the first, honestly. Harrison Travis taking a bit of time to talk to his third base coach. Now Josh Carmen out of the dugout. This is interesting. Is Travis hurt? It appears as though he will be done. Okay. I don't exactly know what this is about. It appears maybe it's his shoulder. So we'll have a pinch hitter for the Rhythm with a 2-1 count to Travis. Might have injured his shoulder just a bit on that last swing. And somebody will have to come off the bench cold for the Rhythm. Josh Carmen still talking to the home plate umpire, Patrick Jeter, while they're making a decision on who will come to the plate, and it looks like we have our answer. Trying to catch a number. And that is Drew Robertson. Yes, Drew Robertson. From Catawba University. Born and raised right there in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Right where the Rhythm are located. Suburb of Nashville. Robertson also does some pitching, left-hander. Both throws and bats left-handed. 6 foot, 170-pound junior. And he'll dig in from the left side with a 2-1 count from Clayton Taylor, and the pitch. Fouled off, and it's 2-2. It's critical if you're a pinch hitter coming in cold like that in the middle of a count to get a swing off early to kind of get yourself into the game of sorts, you could say. That was a good hack by Robinson off the bench cold, but fouled it off, and it's 2-2 from Taylor. Throw back to first. Franks dives back in head first safely. Thank you all for tuning in this evening on the Duelers Baseball Network. It's 9-3 Rhythm. We appreciate you all listening once again. Especially grateful for the returning listeners on a nightly basis. The pitch swung on and fell up at the plate. Just got a piece, did Robertson, to stay alive. So Robertson is hitting in place of Travis. DH spot, so no adjustment needed on defense for Carmen and the Rhythm. Taylor ready with the 2-2 and the pitch. Fouled off. Count holds to 2-2. We are here on the top of inning number 7 from Bowling Green in South Warren Ballpark. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout for Clayton Taylor for out number 1. That'll bring up Kevin McCarthy now. With a runner on first and Tyler Franks and 1 down for the Duelers on defense, and the Rhythm at the plate here in the 7th. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. And a pitch low. No balls and 1 strike, your count. Oh, and 1. To McCarthy. And the next one from Taylor. That's upstairs. Ball 1. 1-1 your count. On the year for Clayton Taylor, 5 appearances, 8 2/3 innings. 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 8 walks, 7 strikeouts, and a 5.19 ERA. The pitch fouled off third base side, and it's 1-2. Clayton's been dealing with a little bit of an arm injury of late, so he hasn't had a ton of work. But back out there. Back in the box is McCarthy. Taylor looks at first. Glove held at the belt, throw back to first. Diving back in safely is Tyler Franks as Live brings in the throw. Back in it, Taylor ready with a 1-2 count. And the pitch. Way outside, ball 2. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Upstairs, ball 3. A full count at 3-2. McCarthy steps out for a moment and now back into the box. Left foot now right. Waves the bat through the zone a couple of times. Now rested on his shoulder before the payoff on the way. And that's inside, ball 4. And a 1-out walk to McCarthy. Makes it first and second now for Henry Jackson.
Coming to the plate, right fielder, number 15, Henry Jackson.
Henry Jackson, the hitter now. 1 for 3 on the day. Pitch. In there, strike 1. For Henry Jackson, an RBI single, a ground out, pitcher to first, and a strikeout swinging. That was to end the side in the 5th when Ethan Vandermeer struck out all 3 guys in that 5th inning. And the 0-1 from Taylor. That's low into the dirt, blocked nicely by Grace on a fastball spiked. It's 1-1. (9-3) Rhythm here in the 7th. And the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off first base side. It's 1-2 now your count. On deck for the Rhythm is Hayden Miller, the third baseman. Taylor ready with the 1-2 on the way. Fouled off once more, same exact spot as the last foul ball. And the count holds at 1-2. Top of the 7th inning. Duelers and the Rhythm. And a battle here. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Where did that miss? I guess inside. Ball 2. That was a nice pitch from Taylor on the inner half. Broke off a curveball. Just didn't get the call from Patrick Jeter, and it's 2-2. Taylor ready. And the 2-2. Up the middle, over the head of the leaping Robinson into right center. Slaughter over to cut it off. Frank's around third. He will score. Throw into second. Is cut off, and it's 10-3 full count. Here with 1 out, and now runners at the corners in the 7th. That'll bring up Hayden Miller now. Taylor's going to look to roll up a 2-ball and get out of the inning. Hayden Miller, the hitter. And the pitch. That one's inside. Ball 1, question mark. 1-0 to Miller, who is 2 for 3. A 3-run homer and a single to go along with a fly out to center for Hayden tonight. Throw it back to first. Diving back in head first safely is Jackson.
Yes, seriously.
Pitch from Taylor. That's low and away. Ball 2. Clayton Taylor looks to get out of the inning. 1 run already across for the Rhythm against the Duelers here in the 7th. Have extended the lead to 7 at 10-3. With runners at the corners and 1 down. And the pitch. Well, that's a pop-up. Foul territory, first base side. Nate Lai over. Tries to climb the fence. I like the effort. But it's out of his reach and out of play for strike 1. I mean, he's 6'7", so when he does climb the fence, that's pretty... He's got a lot of height on him already. He can get up a long way when you climb a fence at 6'7", but you couldn't quite reach that one. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Pitch from Taylor. Low, ball 3. 3-1 your count. On deck for the full count Rhythm is J.J. Williams, the 9-hole hitter. Taylor ready with a 3-1. On the way. Foul ball right back to the screen, and we'll fill out the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Here in inning number 7, the top of the 7th. And the 3-2 pitch. Just outside, ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. Or did he call a balk? Okay. Well, that's confusing. I didn't see it, but the umpires call a balk, so another run crosses the plate. It's now 11-3. And a 3-2 count, so no pitch on the balk. We'll do it again at 3-2 with the 11-3 score now. I'll fix your score on the screen in a second. Runners now just at second base. And the pitch. Breaking ball hangs high and inside for a walk. So it's now 11-3 full count.
Comes to the plate. The left fielder, number 11.
And now the 9-hole hitter, J.J. Williams, will hit. On the day for Williams, 2 for 3, a home run and a single to go along with a strikeout. First pitch just misses away, ball 1. Taylor snaps at the ball as it's thrown back to him by his catcher, Grace. A little bit frustrated out there on the mound. Understandably so, having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. And the 1-0 from Clayton. That's on the inside corner. Good spot. Called strike one. Runners first and second for the full count Rhythm. Henry Jackson at second. Hayden Miller at first. J.D. Williams at the plate with a 1-1 count and the pitch. That's low and away. Ball 3. 3-1. Or ball 2, excuse me. 2-1. Getting ahead of myself, even though the strikes are now working on the scoreboard. Yikes. Taylor will climb back up on the river. Right-hander from Columbus, Indiana. Just about an hour outside of Indianapolis. And the 2-1 pitch. Runner takes off to third. And no throw on a pitch up and in. Ball 3. Stolen base for Jackson. He takes third for the Rhythm. It's now runners to the corners. And a 3-1 count to J.J. Williams. On deck for the Rhythm, top of the order, Levi Perrell. Taylor ready with a 3-1. On the way. Low ball 4. And that is walk number 4 on the inning for Clayton Taylor. Four walks, also a strikeout and an RBI single mixed in there. And Levi Perrell will hit with the bases loaded now and 1 down. Pitch. That's a ground ball up the middle. Must rockets off his glove and into center. 1 run scores. Here comes a second. And that's a 2-run single. Have the Duelers officially been run ruled? Oh, it's 13-3. We do get out bats in the bottom of the 7th. But if the Duelers cannot score in the inning, this game will end. I agree. Ruled a hit on the play by the official scorer, Jay Sutherland, with assistance from our pitchers in the press box. And I would agree. That's a tough play from Musrock up the middle. So a 2 RBI single for Levi Perrell. And now Ryan Miller will hit with the runner at first and third. And 2 down. I'll fix you score in a second. Pitches upstairs. Ball 1. 1-1 as the full count dugout is into it. "13 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors for full count, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Duelers."
41.
Clayton Taylor is at 41 pitches and has only gotten 1 out on the inning. 41 pitches and 20 strikes. Another throw back to first. Runner Perrell dives back in safely. The Rhythm have scored 4 in the inning, look to score more. We're already at the run rule spot to where the Duelers, if they don't score in the inning, bottom half, this game will be over. That's a blooper into short center. In comes Slaughter. It falls. An RBI single for Ryan Miller to score Williams, and it's 14-3. It appears this will be the end of the line for Taylor here tonight. It's now 14-4. 5 have scored for the Rhythm in the inning.
Steve.
And it appears Stephen Oates will come on to pitch. So as we stand now, the Duelers will need 2 runs in the 7th to keep this game going, at least.
And a pitch.
It needs to be less than 10 run deficit after 7 to continue playing. And right now we sit at 11. Have to double check my math. Good grief. It is 11 currently. And Stephen Oates will pitch now. Final line for Clayton Taylor, a rough outing. Only got 1 out, a third of an inning completed. 42 pitches, 21 strikes. 3 hits, 5 runs, all 5 earned, 1 strikeout and 4 walks for Clayton Taylor. It's 14-3 rhythm here in the 7th. And we're already at 9:30 in the evening here in Kentucky. This game has come to a complete halt here in South Warren. Stephen Oates throwing his warm-up pitches, the Stoneman College right-hander. Stephen's been good in relief his last 3 outings after struggling as a starter just a little bit. Kyle Schexnayder and Jacob Snyder made the decision to move Stephen to the bullpen, and he's been fantastic out of the bullpen in his last 3 outings. (14-3) full count. They've put up 5 here in the inning. And I've been sitting for too long. I'm joining Gage Kaufman and standing here in the press box. Meeting at the mound by Richard Grace and his pitcher Stephen Oates before we get going here. In the 7th, it will be the dangerous Henry Mosley to come up. I really don't want to say anymore because when he came up to lead off in the first, what I did say occurred once more, and we're just going to leave it at that. The pitch to Mosley is high and inside, ball 1. I will tell you what he's done today, though. Henry Mosley, for the full count rhythm in the 3 spot in Josh Carman's lineup, he really only has the 1 hit. Now that I look at it, he's 1 for 4, but the 1 hit was a home run, a 2-run homer. 1-0 from Oates. That's low and all the way back to the backstop. Both runners will advance to 2nd and 3rd. For the full count rhythm, Levi Perrell at 3rd, Ryan Miller at 2nd. Here with 1 down and a 14-3 rhythm lead. I'll fix your score after this next pitch. Stephen Oates nods yes from the stretch. And the 2-0. Inside ball 3. (14-3) full count. Top of the 7th. Pitch is inside ball 4. And that's another walk. Walk number 5 of the inning for the Duelers pitching staff.
Going to the plate, number 4, the first baseman, Tyler France.
I'm about to fire Gage Kaufman and Jacob Hernandez from their duties up here to send them down to pitch because we need to get a couple of outs here. Yes, I know. Yeah, see, Gage just commented you saw what happens last night. Yes, I did. But, we all have those outings every once in a while. I guarantee you the next time Gage goes out there, he will be much better. And I just knocked on wood for you. Don't worry. It's 0-1 to Tyler Franks. And the Rhythm has officially batted around here in the inning. That pitch is inside. Back to the backstop. 1 run scores. Or did it hit him? I thought it hit him too. But, well, we'll see. I have no idea why the second base umpire, Michael Holman, called the hit by pitch. So the bases were loaded, so 1 run does score. That's 6 in the inning. It's 15-3. The Cedro Jimenez has made an appearance in our press box. And the pitch, that ball is crushed by Robertson deep right, and that ball is gone. Holy cow. The only thing Robertson has to worry about is to not pass the guy in front of him on the base pass. He's in a hurry. Holy cow. So you can make it 19-3, full count. That's 10 home in the inning. Thank you. I don't know how long I've been muted, but welcome back, guys. Holy cow. Sometimes we all have those days. I've been pretty good today, but man,
I was looking at it. I was like, I think he's got me muted.
See, Jacob and Gage are holding me accountable in the press box. Somebody's got to do it. But what I was saying was, after the grand slam by Robertson to make it 19-3, I'll fix the score reluctantly. And holy cow. As I apologize for the mic mutage on my part. I haven't done that in a while. I did it a bunch early on in the season, and I had a good streak of not forgetting to unmute. The streak has ended, unfortunately. here on July 6th. What I was saying, though, was Stephen Oates couldn't get any outs. We were so Jacob Snyder and Kyle Schexnayder will bring in Jacob Lassie, our closer, in a 19-3 game with 1 out in the 7th. And a little bit, head scratching, but Gage or Jacob Hernandez was exactly right. He was telling me, you need 2 outs to get out of the inning, and it's been rough. You got to bring in somebody that can get outs, and Jacob Lassier has been doing that all year long. So get these last 2 outs and get us back to the plate, I guess. The first pitch is low and inside ball 1. The hitter for the full count rhythm, Hayden Miller, up. And hey, look, that play does not go very well for the Duelers. Holy cow. There we go. At the request of Isidro Jimenez, we've moved the camera up. We like this view better up here. Pitch is fouled off, strike 1 to J.J. Williams. The Duelers are struggling right now to get out, to say the least. And the pitch to Williams, another chance to turn 2. To second 1 to first. Double play, the inning is over. Holy cow. All right, a bunch of runs have scored. To be more exact, 10 runs have scored. It's 19-3. The Duelers need a whole bunch to keep this game going in the bottom half of the inning. We'll be right back to see if they can do so after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in, the Duelers need a bunch of runs to keep this thing going. They need 7, I believe. Yes, they need 7 to keep this game going in this inning. And Jace Sutherland just goes, I've seen miracles. Yes, Jace, but have you seen a miracle this big? I don't know. I really don't know. At this point, we're to the point where we just need to have fun and enjoy ourselves up in the press box. Yeah, Gage wants to give me an up-bat. Let's see that happen. There we go. He could hit the ball, maybe. I couldn't hit it.
You never know.
You never know. I do know. Robinson to lead off against Caleb Marks, a new pitcher for the Rhythm. First pitch is in there, strike one. Marks from Trevecca Nazarene University, collegiate teammates with Jonathan Burns and James Dixon. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on a missed, strike two on a fastball. 19-3 Rhythm. 19 runs on 14 hits for full count. Robinson will dig back in after stepping out for a moment. Ready to go with the 0-2 pitch. That's on a line into right field, and the press box is not thrilled. Holy cow. All right, time to score 10 right here. Let's go.
Coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 40, Jared Griggs.
If we score 7 runs, I might leave and give Jacob Hernandez the microphone. No, I'm kidding, but it'd be tempting. You guys could go with a duo play-by-play. Gage and Jacob. Throw Isidro in for color. There we go. Izzy can get in there too. That would be entertaining. It's 0-1 to Jared Grant in the pitch. That's a big swing and a miss, 0-2. After the single by Rashad Robinson to lead off the inning. It's 0-2 to Jared. And the pitch. That's a check swing. Did he go? No appeal necessary. That's strike three. Jared finally realizes it and turns around and heads back to the dugout.
Comes to the plate, the right field, number 26, John Evans.
And now top of the order, and Jonathan Evans will hit. With one down here in the 7th. For John on the day. 0 for 2, also reached on an error. The pitch. Outside corner, strike one. 0-1 with one down. If the Duelers can't score 7, this game is over after this half inning. For the Rhythm, 8 in the 1st, 1 in the 6th, and then 10 in the 7th. Pitch. Low. Throw to second. Man, that didn't look very good. Bounced in there, and it's still on the base for Rashad Robinson. I mean, and Ryan Miller back there is a good catcher, too, so that's uncharacteristic of him to bounce a ball 5 times to second, but he did, and a stolen base for Rashad. Yeah. 1-1 to Evans. That pitch is outside 2-1. I appreciate the fact that the Duelers are still being aggressive on the base pass despite the score. That's 1-2. The Duelers off tomorrow before heading to Hoptown Friday, a 6:30 start time there. 1-2, and that pitch is popped up. Foul territory, third base side. Over goes the third baseman with room and makes the catch. That is Miller for out number 2. Throw to third. Hold on. Did Rashad try to tag on that? He did tag and he was safe. Wow. All right. I didn't even... That's kind of hard to comprehend because it was a pop foul essentially right next to the Duelers dugout against the railing on the... From second to third on a foul pop-out that ended up in front of the third base dugout, essentially. A little bit deeper than that, but man, oh man, wow. 1-0 the count to Norris. And the pitch. That's upstairs, ball 2. On the day for Jackson. 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts for Norris for the Rome, Georgia native, and the pitch. That's popped up, foul, out of play, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 you count to Norris. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 1 strike away are the Rhythm from a win. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. 19-3 full count on top. And the 2-2. That ball's lined in to right. A sliding attempted catch is not made by Henry Jackson, and that's an RBI single for Jackson Norris. Makes it 19-4.
Coming in to play the center fielder, number 3, Sam.
And now Sam Slaughter will hit. On the day for Sam, 1 for 3, a single, a strikeout, and a fly out to right. Pitch. In there, strike 1 on the inner half.
You don't ever come to Trent.
No balls and 1 strike from Caleb Marks to Sam Slaughter. And the 0-1 pitch, first time is called. Sam will step out on the left side. And that pitch is outside, ball 1. 1-1.
Not sure. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, we ain't gonna pay cows.
Pitch. That's foul off. It's strike 2, 1-2. One and 2 from Caleb Marks to Sam Slaughter. Runner on a first and 2 down here in the 7th. 1 strike away for the Rhythm and the pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Sam stays alive. Appreciate the effort to continue to battle here for the Duelers all the way to the last out. That's critical in a game like this. And the pitch. A blooper into the glove of the third baseman Miller, and that will do it. Final score, 19-4. Thank you to Gage Kaufman and Jacob Hernandez for their help. Good work tonight by Isidro Jimenez as well. Thank you to Jay Sutherland for his work as the official scorekeeper and the PA announcer tonight. Final line score, 19 runs, 14 hits, 3 errors for the Rhythm, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Duelers. That'll do it for tonight as the win goes to Blake Ida, the loss to Reed Howard. The Duelers off tomorrow as their record falls to 18-11. The Duelers have now lost 2 straight. The Rhythm improved to 20-9. Duelers off tomorrow before heading to Hoptown for a 6:30 start time on Friday night. We'll be back home at South Warren Saturday evening, 7:05 start then. But I'll talk to you on Mixler Friday evening at 6:30. Pre-game a few minutes before that as well. Thank you for listening and watching tonight to Duelers Baseball. Enjoy the off day, and I'll see you all on Friday. Thank you for listening, and good night, everybody.